Hey, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm getting ready to go out on a double date, and so I thought I would get ready with me and talk to you guys and let you know what's going on with me, and we would also update on my project pan because we're pretty close to having 3 months in. So, oh, and I also want to try a new eyeshadow, and I have Scentbird contacted me and sent me some perfume, so I kind of want to talk about my experience with those, but we'll do that right at the very end. Because I know some of you guys have asked about that before. Alright, so first thing that I'm going to do for my face, and this was in my project pan, but I haven't used it much. It's the Origins Ginseng SPF 40 Energy Booster. You guys know that I don't really do foundation, but this is a tinted moisturizer, and I want to look nice. So I'm going to try to even out my skin tone with it. So let's catch up. I've been consistently going to therapy. I've talked to my life coach. I am doing really well. I'm having way less down days. So I'm hoping that the Abilify is helping me out. Plus, I've been trying to get out more and, meet people and do things. And so, trying to live life outside my bedroom, and it's been going pretty well the last couple weeks, so that's really exciting. Whoops, threw that brush down, didn't I? We sort of spoke about some trouble that I was having with my pancreas, so let's talk about that. I've been super nauseous, and my stomach has been just not feeling well. And so I went to the doctor and we ran every test possible, and he thought that I had mono, which I had. And so we thought that explained things away. And we also put me on omeprazole, which is an acid blocker, basically for acid reflux. So I've been taking that consistently as well, and that has helped some with the nausea, but not completely. And so I messaged him back and I was like, maybe I have an ulcer or something. What is going on, And so he had me come back in for blood tests, and we discovered that something is going on with my pancreas. This was, I took the blood tests 3 Mondays ago. It's Saturday, so 2 Mondays ago. And he immediately called me after I had given my blood test and they had checked some of the levels. And he was like, I really need you to get in for a CT scan. I'm thinking there's something going on with your pancreas. And I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get me in there. And so I called and I made the appointment, and it was for that Friday. I called on Tuesday morning. They could have got me in Wednesday, but I had therapy and I didn't want to give up therapy. And so I had a schedule for that Friday, and then that Wednesday after therapy they called me and they told me that my cost would be $1,300. Okay, so let me go over this real quick with you guys. This is my butter bronzer. You can see how far I've got into the pan. You can barely see the words on it anymore. And yeah, I'm happy with how far I've gotten with the bronzer. And I like to use it all over my face just to kind of make it look like I have a bit of a tan. No big deal. So I'm happy with where I've got on that one. Okay, so next thing we're going to use is my Anastasia Beverly Hills eyebrow. I haven't been using this all the time, so I still have quite a bit left. So my insurance said it'd be $1,300, and that was out of pocket because I haven't reached my, out of pocket maximum. And so I would have to pay for that when I had it done. And I was like, wow, $1,300 is a lot of money. And so I was like, well, I don't know, like, I'll keep the appointment, whatever. So this was on Wednesday, and I called my mom, and because I was upset. I was like, Mom, I don't know what to do. Like, I can't keep up with $1,300 in, like, 3 days. So my mom said, why don't you call one of the local places and see if they'll do it cheaper without your insurance? And I said, okay. So I called, and the lady told me, well, there was a couple factors, but she gave me a general, like, amount, and it was $800, but there was, like, a 40% discount if you paid cash when you had it done, and that's what I was going to do anyway. So that dropped it down to below $500. So I was like, okay. So I immediately went and I canceled my appointment at Kaiser for the CT scan, and I called them and asked them to send a referral over because I couldn't afford to get it through them, and it was much cheaper through someone else. Alright, this is the Pretty Vulgar blush. You can see I've hit pan. I'm really happy with the pan size that I've hit here. And then I'm going to use the highlighter from Wet n Wild. I have not hit pan, but there is a really big dent there in the middle. So I canceled my appointment, and slippery fingers. Canceled my appointment and waited for them to send over the referral, and I explained to the woman that I talked to on the phone why I needed the referral and, you know, what was going on with the payment and stuff. And so she said she would send it. And then I sent a email to my doctor and I said, can you please make sure this gets done so that I can have this scan done and we don't have to worry about it anymore. And I never heard back from my doctor, but one of his nurses did call me on that Friday. So it was Wednesday when they called me. Thursday I had canceled the appointment and asked for the referral, and she called me on Friday after I had emailed him on Thursday, and she said, okay, I'll send that over right now. And so she did. She, as far as I know, she sent the paperwork through to the referral department of Kaiser. Well, then it didn't happen. Nothing happened. And I called and I called, and everyone was like, oh, it's on so-and-so's desk. It's on so-and-so's desk. So, let's see. Wednesday, the imaging department called and said that they needed to make an appointment. I said, no, I'm refusing to have it done where you are because of the cost. I've asked for a referral. And she goes, oh, okay, I'll check on the referral and I'll let you know. She calls me back the next day and says, well, it looks like on here that you refused to have anything done. And I said, what are you talking about? And she goes, it says here that you refused services. I was like, no. I asked for a referral because of the cost. And she goes, well, you don't need a referral if you're not going to run it through insurance. I said, they said that I still need a referral so they know what tests it they're supposed to be running. Like, they can't just, I say I need a CT scan, they don't know what I need, you know? I'm a patient, I'm not a doctor. And so, finally, yesterday, someone called me and I explained it again, and I was like, this is ridiculous. This has been 2 weeks of me fighting to get an appointment for a CT scan that my doctor thought was fairly urgent. And you guys keep putting this off. Like, what the hell? So I finally got the referral from them. The local place called me to make my appointment, and because of the scan that he wants, it's going to be $817 cash when I get there. So now I have 3 or 4 days to come up with $817 and whatever cents. So, yay for me. But I should have the results from that. He thinks I'm either having bouts of pancreatitis or my pancreas could need removed because it's not functioning properly. Okay, so what I've got on my eyes right now is the Bronx Colors concealer. It is almost completely gone. When I go to use it, I usually roll it up from the bottom. Still rolling. Oh, we're finally getting stuff out right there. So we're almost done with this. I'm really happy with the progress on this as well. This was super cheap. This was only like $3, but this is one of the best concealers. And then I wish I had like wrote a line on the side of this powder. Maybe I'll do that now. Even it out. But it's close to being gone. I've probably another 3 or 4 months and this will be no longer. I still love this powder, but I don't pack it on anymore. I just kind of glide it on with my beauty blender, and what it does is it gets in there, it sets my under eye concealer, but it also brightens, which is nice. Even though it's a translucent powder, it does seem to brighten, and I like that look underneath my eyes. So yay for that. What do we got next? We used that already. Use these. Okay, so here is the Athena palette, which is the one that I've been using. You can see, yeah, this one keeps falling out. But I've hit pan on Valor, Lore, and Power, and I'm really close on Justice and Heroic and Clever. So I still use this palette probably 2-3 times a week. But today, I want to introduce you guys to a new company to me. So, I want to talk about Alter Ego. They are beauty without compromise, is what their slogan is. They offer highly pigmented and luxurious formulations that are cruelty-free so you can recreate the most coveted looks from your favorite makeup artists. So, they're talking about making makeup more inclusive, and how they're talking about doing that is basically knocking off higher end stuff. Let me show you. This is the new Sultry palette from ABH, and this is the Tempter's palette, which I have here. So you can see it's not in the same layout, but they have attempted to dupe it for a fraction of the cost. So they sent me this eyeshadow palette to give you guys an honest review. And I've been wearing it for, well, most of this week, and have got a lot of compliments on it on my social media. So pretty excited about that. This palette is $16. That's it at alterego.com, I believe is shopalterego.com. Sorry about that. Shopalterego.com. And if you use code KandyFoxx, just my whole name, KandyFoxx, you'll get 10% off. So I'm going to show you guys a look. I love this palette. I love that it's neutral, but it's like a really warm neutral. It's got some nice browns, and I've been missing doing a brown eye, which sounds weird because I have brown eyes, but y'all know what I mean. Alright. So I'm going to take this fluffy brush. I made an order for BH Cosmetics, thanks Sarah Webb, and I got myself another color changer because this one's getting kind of wore out. I've had it for 4 or 5 years. No, I haven't. I've had it for 3 years. Alright, I got Lust right here, and I'm going to take that and put it all over on my orbital bone, and then I'm going to blend it upwards to kind of take it up to my eyebrows. Now, I'm meeting some friends for the first time tonight, so I'm a little nervous, but it should be a really, really good time. I'm looking forward to it. So I wanna look nice. I've been working on my blending by, blending a lot more. Okay. Then I'm gonna take a flat brush. I'm gonna go into After Hours. I'm gonna put that all over my lid. I'm gonna pat it onto my lid. Okay, so update on my mom. She got an apartment, so she will be moving fairly soon out of my sister's house in like 2 or 3 weeks. And I'm really excited for her. I'm excited for her to have her own space and to, be able to relax and enjoy a place of her own again. I think she really missed that when she moved in with her boyfriend. She didn't have as much of her own personal space, and she didn't have as much of her own personal time. Yeah, so she's doing really well. Roger's adjusting to the loss of his mom. He's doing really well too. I'm really proud of how he's handled all of this. It's good to see. I think I'm gonna take a small brush, small like fluffy-ish brush. I'm gonna go into blush here. I'm gonna pop some red into the front corner of my eye. So like right in here and into the middle, like right here, the eye socket area. Yeah, I think that looks nice. So I'm also getting a kitten. You guys may or may not have seen that by now. I get her tomorrow. And then my mom is actually getting one of her sisters, so I will have both of the kittens for a couple weeks until my mom moves into her apartment and she can get her other cat back. She's very excited to get her other cat back. Her other cat is at my aunt's house for temporary. Alright, so I think I'm gonna take champagne right here and I'm gonna pop some shimmer on my lid. Kind of between that red and the dark. So it's kind of gonna be a sunset eye. So you've got the red, the shimmer, and then the dark After Hours color. And these shimmers are insane. They're so good. So let's do some swatches once we finish my eye look, okay? So we'll do swatches in a second. The Maybelline Master Precise eyeliner that I'm using right now is still going super strong. Shows no signs of drying out yet, which is great because I use it every day. I've barely been using anything else, so this has lasted so long. Great, great. And then finally, for the Project Pan portion of this, we're going to use the Illegal Eyes Doll 10 mascara. It's getting pretty goopy. The consistency is not great, so honestly, probably after today I'm going to throw this away. I've had it for quite a while. I've been using it, and it's just not up to snuff anymore. It's getting where it's not useful anymore. I mean, it's still good. It still looks good, but it's getting to the point where it's not going to. And I have plenty of other mascaras. So this one's going to be retired to the trash. All right, there is the look. I'm probably going to pop some lipstick on afterwards, but for now, this is what we got. So let's do some swatches. Let me put some primer on my hand. So we have Desire, After Hours, Ritz, Mistress, Champagne. That champagne is a gorgeous pink shimmer. Oh. Then we have Seduction, Lace, Stiletto, Sterling, and Uptown. And then Guilt, Blush, Lust, and Whisper. The shimmers are really, really good, you guys. They're really, really good. The mattes look a little bit chalky, but I find that they perform really, really well, and they withhold most of the day. I'm really happy with them. In fact, I'm not quite done with this eye look. Forgot to do my bottom lash line. So I'm going to go in with blush just in the front corner here. I already put mascara on, but it is dry, so it should be okay. And then I'm going to go in with After Hours and Connect. And blend. My friend is sleeping, in case you're hearing someone breathing. Okay, then let's pop up a pop on a lip. Pop on a lip is what I'm trying to say here. I got a lot of compliments on this the other day. This is Hennyways in the Ultra Matte Lip, Ellery, and ColourPop. I believe this is what I used. Oh wait, maybe it was this one. It was. Never mind. It was this one. It was Love Bug. It was Love Bug. Still an ultra matte lip. It's a nice spicy color, as I would call it. All right, there's the lip. So I'm going to use the ColourPop All-Star spray. And that is going to set my makeup. I'm going to grab a makeup wipe, wash my hand off. They come off really nicely. They do not stain. And the final part of this is going to be the Scentbird. So normally you would, if you were a Scentbird person or a Scentbird, you know, receiver, monthly receiver, you would have your little holder, right? And then these are refills. This one is Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. Then I have, well, that is empty. I have DKNY Be Delicious. I thought I had a third one. I mean, I know I had a third one. I just don't know what happened to it. That's weird. Maybe I left it at work, because I did have it out at work the other day. So I've really been enjoying these. I was never allowed to wear perfume when I was growing up because my mom was very sensitive to it. And so I was never allowed to wear it. And now I'm kind of exploring and I really like it. The light blue smells like a really good deodorant. And then the Be Delicious to me is more of a floral scent. So what I do is I kind of spray it in front of me and kind of like lean into it and then lean back so that I don't get too much. That DKNY Be Delicious has like a nice citrus also to it. Oh, so nice. So you guys check out shopalterego.com. Don't forget to use Kandy Foxx for 10% off your order if you're going to order. Remember, they are purposely duping higher end makeup so that it's more accessible to everyone. That's what they do, and I'm not super sure how I feel about that. It's nice to be able to afford higher end makeup, but purposely copying someone else's really hard work is a little bit of a gray area for me, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, that was this. That's all I have for you guys. I mean, here's my final look. I'm gonna head to dinner with my friends and wish me luck. Alright, I will talk to you guys later. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I love ya. Bye!